It is a pleasure for us to have a conversation with Mr. Josep Maria Albet, who is the co-owner and technical director of the cellar Albet in Noia, and has been appointed new president of the Regulatory Council of the Denominación Origen Penedes. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Mr. Albet, and thank you very much for your precious time and showing us your wine cellar.
Thank you.
What are your main objectives as recent elected president of the Regulatory Council of the Denominación Origen Penedes?
Okay, our mainly influence in my time in the appellation will be in the direction to promote more our wines, to arrive to the consumer, to explain the qualities of the different wines we are producing. Also, we have a plan to have better signs for localize the different cellars in the appellation Penedes, with a similar color near the roads in the strategic points to localize easier the people where is each cellar for the visits in the enoturism. And also we are looking for increase in the consumption of Xarel·lo, which is the mainly variety we have. Making a special program to promote the oysters of the Delta del Ebro, which is an area near here, and the area where we produce the Xarel·lo. And then between these two areas, we are trying to promote the consumption of these two seafood and Xarel·lo, which is a perfect marriage, and leaving the people to know and to taste this combination of two
And two local products.
Yes,
which have a good
0 kilometer
combination.
consumption and all this.
Exactly. How many wine cellars can we find in the Penedés area, and which type of wine is produced most? The white wine, the red one, or the rosé?
In the Penedés we are more or less 160 and 170 different wine makers, wine cellars, and mainly production is white and red wine. Rosé is secondary and very in a low position, and red and white in the same position. At the beginning was more white, but now the impulsion of 10-20 years ago of the red varieties, they are giving his best quality, because the vines they are having 20 years. It's a very good time for the quality. Red varieties also is a type of wine that need old vines to give his maximum potential. And now we are in this point, and when Penedés wines, red wines are having a big expression of the quality, and people is starting to recognize this quality, and they are growing. And at this point is at the same level, reds and whites.
And also, is cava included in the Denominación de Origen Penedes?
No, Penedes is the heart of the Cava region. Practically 80-90% of the production of cava is located in the Penedes, but is not recognized by the Council of Cava. And there are some people who start to make Penedes sparklings, but they cannot be called cava. It could be sparkling Penedes. But really is the heart of the Cava region.
Okay. Which is the market share of the Penedés wine outside Spain? Do you export more than stay in Spain?
In global, it changed quite a lot depending on the company. But in global, 25% is exported and 75% is Spanish market. Domestic market for Catalonia, it could be half of the market of the local market.
Okay. What are the main differences of Penedés area and other important wine regions in Spain?
Well, each region is different. They have different influences of the climate. For example, Penedés is a region who go from near the sea at 0 meters up the sea level to 900 meters. Then these give different microclimates and different areas of production which make very different wines. It's because Penedés could have very good whites and very good reds, because we have different microclimates. Other regions, they are more regulars. They are more flat areas, like La Mancha, for example. Rioja is very flat. the difference of Highgast is not so high, and then this gives a big range of different types of wine in the Penedés. That's one of the things who characterize the Penedés wines.
Okay. Well, I think we are really honored by being in such a beautiful place, which is your wine cellars. In fact, I would like to know what is the main characteristic of your familiar wine cellar, Albet y Noia?
Well, Albet y Noia was the first cellar in Spain making organic wines 33 years ago, and that gives us a certain name in the fashion wines now, because of people is each time, especially young people, each time consuming more organic food, organic wines, and also because of the quality in recognized in different wine competitions over the world. I think quality and ecology is the best known characteristics of our wines. Reds, whites, and sparklings.
Yes. Well, it's also trendy now to eat and drink organic products, but normally it is also related to higher rates or higher prices.
Well, in some brands could be. Our wines are competitive with comparing with the conventional wines. That was one of our objectives. Initially, I am a little. I think the quality must be democratic, and prices too. Because if not, I think people who have not much money, they have right to drink good wines. Then always we are focused in become competitive comparing to the conventional wines, not to the organic ones. Then I think this does give us an advantage in general in the markets, because we have both things: the competitive prices and image of a conventional good quality wine, and also organic label.
You're right. Yeah. I read in your website about the experimental varieties project. Can you explain a little bit how or what it consists of?
We have two different lines in organic in research. One is recuperate old varieties that become lost since 120, 130 years ago, when phylloxera, it was an insect who killed all the vineyards in Europe and in Spain too. Then was near to disappear a lot of varieties. In Penedes we had this time 53 different varieties, and actually we have 12 or 20 different varieties, and a lot of them they was lost in some processes. And for luckiest for us and for the people, I think we meet a lot of these nearly lost varieties in risk of disappear in different areas of Catalonia, old valleys where they was cultivated the vine at this time, and we are recuperating some of these exemplars. Also, we have another line of research, which is to test new crossing varieties coming from crossing from different varieties, who are more adapted to the actual climate. Vine is a type of vegetable which never have crossed it since 3,000 years ago. Always people is working with the same varieties and reproducing not sexually, they are reproducing by cloning. And does give to the vine a low resistance to the diseases. It's not adapted. And now with the crossing varieties, they become more adapted to the actual climatology, and they have less risk of fungus. And then we can protect them with a very soft products, no chemicals,
exactly.
more naturals,
Okay.
and then each other way we are looking for.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that helps me also for my last question. Your cellar, Albet y Noia, is known to produce ecologic wine. Can you explain what the procedure consists of? What exactly is ecologic wine?
Ecologic wine is basically don't use any one chemical to protect the vines from fungus, and any one chemical to protect the wine from oxidation. Uniquely, well, there is some products which is natural products we can use, and no natural, we can use just sulfur, but in a very low doses, to the preservatives of the wine for the oxidation. And it means if these low doses, it means that we must work with very healthy grapes in all the process to save problems. Then with less problems we can save sulfur in the conservation. Then product wines, they arrive to the market with a very good quality and with a very low residues of anything.
How many wine cellars do you have in Penedés producing ecologic wine?
At this moment, Penedes is one of the more the areas with more cellars. It is in all Spain and over the world. Is 50 cellars, 51 cellars in the Penedes. We expect in my time when in the president of the Council of the Penedes, I expect that we could become the first area in the world with all the cellars in organic cultivation. It's one of the things I am trying to promote, because I think it's very important, because it's another step of quality. We can make quality wines, but in organic, it's another step of quality. It's more healthy for the people, more safety of the people for the people who drink the wines, and for the people who work in the vineyards too, and who work in the cellar. Then it's all advantages we are working with in this direction.
Sounds very good. Well, I thank you very much, Mr. Albet, for your most appreciated opinion as a professional, and hopefully the Penedés will continue to be one of the top wine regions in the future, and our incentive groups will get to know this beautiful place and taste this marvelous wine.
Enjoy the Penedés. We expect
Thank you.
Thank you to you.